everyone, welcome back to my channel. You have clicked into this weekly horoscope, spiritual board meeting, fantastic tarot reading, astrology geek out session, and I welcome you, and I'm very happy to have you. I am Natalee, spelled Natalee, the Madame President of the Arteagan. So grab some Scooby snacks, pause me as you need to, feel free to come back multiple times throughout the week to reacquaint yourself with what's going on in the sky, to help make sense of things that you're feeling and going through in the moment. Okay, let's get into it. So I hereby officially call this meeting to order. Into the President's Report. What am I most excited about this week? There's so much to choose from, honestly. I think it's the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction. But with that happening, you need something to kick it off. I know, even to kick something like that off, but boom, there's our penumbral lunar eclipse in 13 degrees Capricorn to pop it off. So let's just dive into the astrology for the week. So, my loves, this week will feature planetary events that can change world history. I will be speaking on what this means for you personally, as well as for America and the world. We're at the end of June 2020. And my first important message to you is that I hope you are safe. I hope you are comfortable, and as much so as you can possibly be at this moment in time. I mean, physically right now, like sitting right here. Is there anything you can do to be more comfortable? Like position, cross your legs, uncross your legs. Okay? I hope that you are surrounded by the people and the relationships that are truly the most meaningful to you. I hope that you found or created your own tribe, your own community. I hope that you surround and are surrounded with everything that makes you feel good. All the little things, your favorite things. I hope you're surrounded by your favorite things, because if you waited for the world to go back to normal, for instance, or passed on something meaningful to you, to keep your options open, if you didn't improve your life in small but meaningful ways, if you refused to let go of something that you knew was bad for you, if you resisted, for instance, this Venus retrograde, those people are going to be crushed this week. I mean, totally crushed, just like, okay? The moon will be waxing through Scorpio and Sagittarius before moving into where she will have her penumbral lunar eclipse in Capricorn, before moving on to Aquarius. The lunar eclipse is July 4th, depending on where you are on the planet. Monday starts with a bang. The Scorpio moon will be opposing Uranus in 9 degrees Taurus, triggering our security needs. I'm actually getting the pooping and the toilet paper, was that trending, like toilet paper gate or something? Remember that when, oh my gosh, like the end of the world, and that's what anyway, so yeah, I'm not judging you if you went and got like a lot of toilet paper. I'm not judging. It's not like that. I'm just that's just coming back, because it's going to trigger that point. And that's where things poop out. You know, when people are scared, sometimes they poop. So that's kind of what this is, triggering your security needs. And with Saturn in this like crisis degree, like critical degree of Aquarius, and the infamous Jupiter-Pluto conjunction in Capricorn, Monday, June 29th, could see a major financial collapse. A pitfall personally, and like in your personal life, for someone, or massive success on the other end. Like, I mean, it's pretty big. It's pretty big. That's Monday. Tuesday, we have the Sun conjuncting Mercury retrograde in Cancer, sextiling Uranus in Taurus, but squaring Chiron. There could be important, unusual, and or surprising information, news, or communication, or a surprise detour in your schedule. There could also, you could reveal an emotional truth that needs to come up for the purpose of like truly letting on, letting go, moving on. Did I say letting on? I did. Moving on and letting go. Okay. Now the Jupiter-Pluto conjunction, like we're feeling that, like we're in that energy. It's the second of 3. So it's, but that's when it really goes exact. So Taurus is about to enter into a new decan. Taurus will be in the new decan of Taurus by the July 4th lunar eclipse. And that's our finance. I mean, globally, and as it relates to America, that's finance. That's not just finance and money and systems of currencies and all that jazz. It's also our agriculture. It's our stock. It's Taurian, all the Taurian elements. So it's a new phase. It's a whole new phase. Okay, Wednesday, July 1st. Okay, I know. If you thought Monday and Tuesday was like... Wednesday, the gate drops. Last, final curtain call. This is it. Saturn returns home to Capricorn. Daddy's home, like the real daddy's home, until December 17th, when they'll move on to Aquarius. Not done with you yet. Saturn's not quite done with you yet. Jupiter at this point will have already passed over Pluto. Uranus is about to, I said that already. Uranus is about to enter the next decan of Taurus on the 4th. Globally and nationally, this could see another massive, huge lockdown. The world will feel unpredictable. 1856, when Neptune was at the same retrograde degree. In Pisces, we saw the Civil War. In 1692, we saw the witch trials. It's kind of funny that I'm wearing this hat. Saturday is our 13 degree in Capricorn penumbral lunar eclipse. This is personally reaping what you've sown. While these eclipses have been working this area of your life since December 2017. This is a culmination, firming up, or rewards, or all of these things. For Aries, there's been a lot of hardship and restructuring regarding your career. For Taurus, it's beliefs. Gemini, debts, fears. Cancers, it's relationships. Leos, it's your health, well-being. Virgos, it's what brings you real joy. Libra, it's your family. Scorpios, it's your community. It's how you speak. Are you speaking positive vibrations? It's communication. Sagittarius, it's your finances. Capricorn, it's your entire life. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising, your entire life, everything. Aquarius, it's about endings. And Pisces, it's your networks. Okay, that's personally. Now, nationally, this could be kind of horrific for America, this eclipse time. It's completely sort of hogging the nation's solar return. It's like hijacking the solar return attention and glaring this blinding light onto all of our worst as a country. Just like a big, huge spotlight, just showing just clearly in pristine detail all of our worst and what needs to be fixed and improved. It's not going to be pretty. It's not going to be pretty. I don't think it's going to be martial law yet, but definitely lockdowns. Definitely no traveling, maybe even state to state restrictions. This week and the year ahead will be a life-changing year for the fate and the trajectory of and the identity of this country, of America. Okay, it's going to change very, 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 very dry. Also extreme weather. Also extreme weather. So how I want to talk about this is, let me grab the chart for this full moon lunar eclipse this week to give you a little bit more context. Give me a second here. Basically, what's happening is a little bit of this like split in the collective, okay? Because of everything I said in the very beginning, I said that all for a reason. Venus went retrograde to show you what was really important, what was of actual value. The 3 supermoons we had before these eclipses were all to help release, let go, purge out. It's all been working in these little revolutions to bigger revolutions in your life. Over this weekend, there was a crisis in action. Over this weekend on that quarter moon in Libra with Mars entering Aries, that shift, when the moon went from Virgo to Libra, it was opposing Mars in the late degrees of Pisces, about to move into the 0th degree, anorectic degree of Aries. That was happening Saturday to Sunday, and it was activating this tension in the nodal shifts. I talked about this on my Instagram story. Watch Natalee on Instagram, same thing. And that created this grand immutable cross. And all of that tension was basically to get you to make a decision about the direction of where this eclipse is going to head for you. And if that's why I was saying, like, if you're focusing on your immediate environment, on your local environment, if you're focusing on, am I happy right now where I am? Or like, that's what you needed to do over this. And you had, me and the other healers in the digital space, helping like guide you and give you that not only insight, but also encouragement to do what you needed to do. So if you needed to have your boyfriend or girlfriend live with you, you could have made that happen. If you needed to move into someone's place or change your living situations, we all had the time to do that. Because honestly, with this July 1st, even crypto, I don't have even crypto. I feel like everything could just stop. The whole world could just stop. And there will be little or no relief for the people. It's interesting. It's like, and Mercury's retrograding. Actually, a lot is retrograding in the sky. What gets to move ahead at full force? It's Mars at home in Aries. That's going to be going back and forth, squaring all of that Capricorn for the next 6 months. I refill these bottles, by the way. Okay. So that's what this was setting you up for personally. So that you, and Venus direct is slow. Let her get her coffee. She's going to be slowly more and more showing you what you have to work with and what really is meaningful and valuable. Mercury retrograde is making you think about the vibe that you want in your life. Who do you talk to on the phone? Who are you texting? What's that vibe like? And he wants you to speak it, to say it, to say what you got to say, to keep the bad vibes far away from you and to bring in all of the good vibes. With Mars and Aries, everyone's going to feel very, 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 very turned up lit up like a Christmas tree. And that's okay. That's okay. It's the direction. It's about the direction that you take that determines if you're advancing yourself in your life on the right path to your destiny, or if you're heading straight first, steering that chariot into the ditch. And over this past weekend on that quarter moon was one of such moments. There was a crisis in action. There was a time to push through, Saturday, Sunday, that was going to steer you to this full moon lunar eclipse on July 4th. So, with Mars and the moon challenging those nodes, North Node in Gemini, South Node in Sagittarius, the moon was there to make sure that you were honoring your emotions, that this was partly an emotional decision, that you were honoring your emotional needs and putting your emotional needs forward. Mars was that call to action. Mars was saying, you got to do this. You got to show up for your life. Are you going to do it? Do it. Just do it. Look at where the late degree of Pisces and the early degree of Aries falls in your chart. Let's use America. Wow, it's actually on a house axis. It's actually right there on the 3rd to the 4th house. And you know what? Now that I'm looking at this, okay. Remember how I said I don't think it's going to be martial law just yet? So this is looking like over the weekend there was some militarized action, that there was some military initiation, an initiation. It's like if America were making a choice in her personal life over the weekend, she said, you know what? Let's get some guns ready. Let's get some defense systems like activated and pointed at things, and like something was activated over the weekend to okay. But back to you, because this is you. This is all you guys. You have Venus slowly showing you more and more what you have to work with. There's going to be a lot of craziness. All this global instability, so you're the one that is going to sit there or stand there and look around and say, how did I do it? There's going to be that moment where everyone's going to say, well, what's going on in my immediate life, immediate environment, like right now? Because if there's no help out in the world, I would talk to your neighbor. I would get a little, I don't know, like a coalition or something, not like a coalition, but basically figure out your locality and how to make it the most comfortable, happiest place in the world, how to make it the best you can possibly make it. Pull out of Sagittarius things and themes. Don't focus on the world and what the world is doing and what's going to resolve there. Don't wait for it. Don't make hasty judgments about how it's going to happen or what's going to happen. Focus on Gemini. You want to pull into Gemini and what you can do there, and what small little improvements you can make in your life there. Okay? There should have been a wake-up call with Venus going direct, and that could still be unfolding where you're seeing the truth. Mars is ramping you up. The South Node in Sagittarius, the world doesn't look like how it should to any of us, and this week it's like that's going to be really clear that the world's never going back. So I don't know if there was people that really thought, I don't know. I mean, I kind of always knew, and I feel like what I was getting when in January, February, March was that everything's going to be fine, and for me everything was fine. Like nothing changed very dramatically. So you know what I'm saying? It took me a while to get into this. But now it's just very apparent that that's the tool. Those are the tools. And for me personally, over the weekend, I was blinded with headaches. Very, very, very sensitive to the Mars in Aries shift. And I was getting downloads throughout that whole time. And for me personally, now that I do know what's going on globally and with American politics and with global like now that I know certain things, because other stuff came through and I'm not going to put that here, But yes, it's big, but I actually feel more confident and more secure because now it's easier for me to see where I fit in that bigger context. So I know what I'm doing and how I'm going to contribute to these sorts of energies. And you're seeing that too. You're seeing a lot of light workers and healers working harder than ever, and you know what I'm saying? So don't focus on the Sagittarius energy, the grandiosity, the hopefulness, the idealism. You want to focus Geminian and making your personal environment the best place on the planet. Now, this is about making minor adjustments, and I just don't want you to feel very like overwhelmed if you're not in the most ideal spot, because this eclipse is going to unfold. It's going to keep revealing things. It's going to keep giving us more surprises. Mars in Aries is going to challenge all of that Capricorn energy. So there's going to be something wherever Aries is in your chart, there's going to be something that's going to need to be worked through. It's going to encounter delays. But those delays are for the better. Whatever it is, it's going to be 6 months instead of 6 weeks, wherever that Aries is in your chart. Okay. Yeah, so basically the world's going to be a really crazy place, and you've got to just make yourself as comfortable as possible and be as high vibrational as you can. So I think I basically covered this week. Astrologically, it's pretty much a big deal. So be very gentle with yourself this week, because all of this has been to put you in as comfortable situation as you would go along with for these major changes. Okay. So let's move on and let's take a look at, okay, I guess that's just going to stay there, what the tarot has to say. A little bit more shuffling. Give me a second here. I want to look at the actual, okay. This will be the last eclipse, the last one. And with Saturn, what you earn, you get. So it could be celebration for some and a little bit rough for others. Now think of it this way, everyone. Think of it this way. If anyone is feeling a little bit shaken by everything I just said, think of it this way, or look at it this way. You've had the benefit of tuning in and getting not just getting the good vibes, but the benefit of these forewarnings of when, for instance, Venus went retrograde, that we were, I and others are saying, you get the heads up that it's going to be about values and that it's going to be about reassessing what's important or rediscovering someone or something that really is important, that you lost sight of its importance. While everyone else not following the channel or not getting the information, they've just had to go by feelings and their thoughts and trying to make decisions moving forward on that. So if they dismiss their thoughts and feelings and any kind of inkling towards what their heart was really going towards and wanting, if they suppressed that, if they repressed that guidance, if they went against and totally dismissed this Venus retrograde and didn't do it and then they're like, I'm just going to wait to see what happens. I'm going to travel the world. I'm going to, instead of, if it was their ego that got in the way and said, I'm not going to go, and, you know, they're not going to be happy. Okay, this feels good. Interesting. She wants a Celtic cross. So I'm cutting, and here we go. First layer for this Celtic cross. Six of Swords at the bottom, King of Cups, Nine of Staves. I already feel something familiar. This feels actually a little bit Mercury retrograde-y, like Mercury retrograding in Cancer, and we do have the King of Cups. Cancer energy. Doesn't have to be, though. Yeah, this feels like, okay, so for someone's grabbing me, I'm channeling someone's energy that's really connected to this Mercury. It's like something about speaking and or saying something, someone has something to say. Yeah, I feel like this is someone, not you, that has something to say to you. And they're really, I know there's so much big stuff happening. She's saying this is about the Mercury Sun sextiling, what was it? Mercury retrograding, conjuncting the Sun in Cancer, sextiling Uranus and Taurus on Tuesday, but squaring Chiron and Aries. That's what this is. That's what this is. Someone has something to say. You could be hearing, doesn't even have to be like, oh, you're hearing from the ex. Well, that's definitely, I'm sure you've been hearing from, okay. This is something progressive, though, because of that forward motion, even though it's a little bit of a bittersweet moving on. Yeah, someone's communicating something of emotional importance. There's a return here. They could even be a Cancer, Cancer rising, or Cancer moon, or you are. Doesn't have to be, but that wouldn't surprise me. That, you know, Cancers and Capricorns, Libras and Aries, cardinal signs, gonna be feeling it. Gonna be feeling it. One more. Ooh, that one felt really good. Okay. Here we go. Ooh, double Three of Swords. Double Two of Staves. Dang, this is intense. Four of Swords, Temperance, Eight of Pentacles. There's something happening with your skill, with your specialty, or a talent of yours, or it could be that during lockdown, this next wave, this next lockdown, I don't know what to call it, the gate coming down, I don't know. During this next period of isolation, I shouldn't even say that. I mean, I love it. I mean, I'm like what they'd call it, recluse, but you could, there's something there, or maybe the time spent that you've developed something, but there's something happening there. Okay, the root, the far past of the situation, we have the Two of Staves and the Star. So it looks like there's a wish here regarding a partnership or a person. It's like you're even wishing and creating in your mind's eye. You know that scene in Practical Magic where she creates her soulmate. It's almost like that. A little bit like that, but it's also a bit broader is how it feels. It doesn't feel like that specific, like you're designing your soulmate. It's almost like someday I want to be this person who has, or it could have just been a very inspired feeling regarding what's ahead for you. Like, you have inspiration, you have the Ace of Wands, and you're in this Two of Wands energy where you go, you know what, that Ace of Wands, that bright idea, that entrepreneurial idea, that's the world I have in my hand. And I'm looking out and saying, I can do anything from here. There was a moment where you had a great idea or you had something to be excited about and you really dreamed of a big future for it. And it could be in the realm of relationship, but it doesn't have to be, because it's still one person, okay? And the recent past, Two of Cups, Six of Pentacles. I feel like you reached out to them. I feel like you threw someone a bone. It doesn't have to be like that, but I feel like you reached out to someone. It could have been the other way. Someone could have reached out to you. But there's a generosity of spirit between two individuals that feel there's good feeling between you two. Comrades, real simpatico between both of you. Now, something happened, because where you are now, we have the same Two of Staves and this time with the Three of Swords. So now there's disappointment, and crossing this energy, we have the Three of Swords again with the Wheel of Fortune. So there's disappointment, but that really turns on the flip of a dime. I do feel like the way it looks, even just visually on the table, that this is you looking to the future and this is you looking to the past. So let's take a look at, let's do this one first. The Three of Swords and the Two of Staves. Let's clarify that. We have the Moon and the Eight of Pentacles. Now I feel like this could be like an insecurity. Because something about this skill, it's like you have a great idea and then you doubt yourself. You know, that could still be just you. Remember how I was saying how I feel like this is just you. This is like just you and your dreams, you and your ideas, you and your future to think about. So I feel like you're in that same energy, but instead of feeling so hopeful, like how this whole journey started, now you're feeling like you're doubting yourself, like you're disappointed in yourself, like you didn't do enough, you don't have enough, you didn't work hard enough, you didn't study enough, you didn't... See how he just dropped? It's like, drop it, drop that, drop all of that, because there's something about to turn for you. Let's take a look. Let's clarify that Wheel of Fortune and the Three of Swords. Ace of Cups looks like a relationship that comes in quickly. Boop. This is that is so funny. She gave me that Mercury in Cancer retrograde conjunct the Sun, which is sextiling what? Uranus and Taurus. I know, why am I pointing to the Knight of Swords? I feel like this is that surprise, because the Knight of Swords, it's a rude awakening, to be honest. It's like a very rude awakening. You're like, but there's an opportunity there. Honestly, this entire week is sort of like, it's going to be your own natal chart that determines when things pop for you. But we can guarantee that these specifics are going to pop. So it looks like you do get an extension of love, or you get flattery. And it won't be flattery just to flatter you. It'll be like someone really admires you, admires your work, loves you, wants to be with you, wants to... and you're going to be like overwhelmed. You're going to be like, oh my God, that's not at all what I thought. That's not at all what I felt. I was doubting myself. I was doubting my proficiency. Maybe you do something that's really specific and detailed and it's very high ranking or very, I don't know, but you were doubting yourself. Whatever you do, you were doubting it. You're doubting how good you are at it. And no, you're about to be very overflowing with positive emotion. It's going to be a very drastic turnaround for you, okay? We move into the next energy. The next energy you can expect is the Four of Pentacles and the Tower. Let's go ahead and clarify that. We have the Sun and the Queen of Pentacles. So now we know that what's crumbling is you're feeling like you have the bare bones minimum. You feeling like you're just only making it, maybe, or you feel like, oh my God, I only have these Four Pentacles. I can't loosen my grip on them because then I'll have nothing. That's really what I'm getting from this. And that gets blown to smithereens because you're about to be Queen of Pentacles. No matter who you are, what sign you are about to be in a position of power. Not just power, but material security. Where it's not like you're in the Four of Pentacles where you just barely have enough to like live another day or live another few hours or what have you. The Nine of Pentacles where you are very, very comfortable, but just for yourself, just for you, very, very comfortable for one. You go right up to the Queen of Pentacles where you could be comfortable financially enough to share with others or be philanthropic, be charitable. You have more than enough, way more than enough. This could also be a person in your life too. It doesn't have to be a Taurus, Virgo, or a Capricorn. They can be. Great news, great news, great news, happiness, love, peace. Because where you are right now, the role you're currently playing is the Nine of Pentacles, Five of Cups. You are comfortable. So this must just be a mentality. This must just be like in your head. Because I see you that you're taking care of yourself very well. You have regret though, and that's when you start to look at the past. When you start to look at the past, you see pain, or you're just looking at the pain. How other people see you, we're going to clarify with the Five of Staves and the Seven of Cups. They could see that you maybe can't really get out of your own way, or that you don't see how you are combative, or you don't see how you are argumentative, or you don't see how you could rustle someone the wrong way, or you don't see your own faux pas, or you don't see how you are contributing to conflict. Let's clarify. Nine of Cups, King of Pentacles, because you don't have to think about any of that because you're the King of Pentacles. And you're happy that way, or you're going to be. For others of you, this is that you're almost damagingly indecisive, where you're really sort of beating yourself up over all these options and you don't really know what to do, don't really know what to, you know. Your hope, fear, or opportunity is the Strength with the Ace of Swords. It's you wondering if you've got it in you to do it, to go and be and evolve and do your life the way you would love to do all that the dreaming requires. And that triumph is there. So it's a little bit of a blend. Your outcome, where was that Nine of Cups? Is the Nine of Cups and the Four of Cups. So it's how you're seen. You're seen as confident, happy, secure. Oh, interesting. For others of you, this is pure jealousy. That's interesting. That this is just showing up as jealousy for some of you. Wow, and this is all because of there's some communication that has to take place between you and someone that you already know. Let's clarify the end result. What did I just say? What did I just say? Communication with the High Priestess. So this is going to be behind closed doors, behind the scenes, private. You two could definitely be telepathically connected, as evidenced with this strength energy, that you look in each other's eyes, understanding passes between you two, and there it is. Like, you just, one look, they know. One look, you know, and that's all it takes. You could have that kind of connection with this person, and if that's the case, you two are probably extremely similar, really earthy and stable, probably. Or it's just financial, materially, both minded that way, to be practical or sensible. But there's good news coming for sure. Positive communication. It'll be regarding something painful, but it's going to end well. But let's take a look at this future energy with this devil and the Queen of Staves. I feel like that's a Mars and Aries warning to just cool your jets a little bit, but let's see. Seven of Pentacles and the Star. This is your dream coming true. Oh my gosh. This is literally a long wish. You were investing, you've been working, you've been investing, and then your dream comes true. My goodness gracious. So you've overcome this. You've overcome your pride. You've overcome your ego, your pride to do it, to get here. You're free of it. You've taken the shackles off. You might have had to do that to get your dream too. I totally feel you there, okay? You made the right choice. Your dream is worth so much more than your pride and ego. If this is a love relationship, this person you love is worth so much more than your pride and your ego. Whatever this is worth so much more than your pride and your ego. So, bravo. Seriously. Let's get some oracle for you. So this is a good one. This is a really good energy here. So in your case, I would, any day this week, depends on your, or over the next 6 months as all this unfolds. This situation is a gift from your past life in lesson or reward. This is karma coming through. And then you also have apply your talents energy for the Magician. So I feel like whatever is going on with this, you're going to be able to apply your talents. You do whatever you do well, or if you're working on a love relationship, the work it's working. It's taken a while, but it's going, or you did in the past put work into it, but you'll be getting more, because this is all very giving energy. This is not taking away from you, diminishing your life force. This is all adding to your life force, adding to your power. This feels like a little happily ever after spread. What moonology advice do we have? We have take time to breathe out. Not like me, though. Let's do a love oracle, if this is a love relationship for you. If it is, yeah, that's definitely scarcity. And whatever this is, it's the scarcity and feeling insecure that's going to be wiped away this week. Yeah, someone reached out. Remember, someone did extend themselves outward. We have, interesting. We have flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others, which is what I was just sort of explaining. Very, very, very nice. Okay. Ooh, we have calling in your soulmate at the bottom of the deck. Calling in your soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help you to be together, which I feel like you're doing here energetically and practically. Honestly, I feel like this is a very karmic situation, so you really do just need to breathe. You just need to breathe through this, and like I said in the astrology report, maintain yourself. Maintain your You know, make your bed in the morning, wash your clothes, do your dishes, make your own little area very happy and calm and comfortable and as peaceful as possible. You have Condor. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. Sorry, I get a little like... Mars is in Aries. I thought I was doing so good until I just like got all loud. Hold the highest vision for your life. You now possess the ability to move past any hurdles. So you're going to get a little freaked out this week. The world could make you feel unstable. Just hold it down. You're going to be okay. Look what's at the bottom of the deck. It's White Swan. The power of divine grace is within you. Yes, it is. Look at that beautiful, beautiful White Swan. Well, that's a beautiful note to end on. That really, really, truly is. I love you all forever and ever and always. This concludes your tarot report. Into old business. So old business, July's got a different calendar. You'll see that reflected in the channel this week. I'm going to put up a new banner picture. Slowly but surely, I'll be working to update the website and all of that. And new business, everything I just said. And that's basically it. So the only readings that are being done right now are rushes, and the queue is exactly as it is until at least July 15th. That's the earliest I may reopen my books again. We shall see. And Patreon, the tiers are going to change for July so that I have the time to finish up and can catch up and get and re you know, I don't know what this is supposed to mean, but you're supposed to understand what I mean when I do it. And so the prices are going to be lowered. I'm lowering the prices for July so that I can work. That's really it, so that I can do more of these, get more of these readings out. And so as far as now, July will have reduced tier prices for the higher tiers, and then August they will resume. They will go back up to where they were before. So my loves, that'll happen before July 1st, so that you can see the changes I'm making. So my loves, it would be a great time to try a higher tier if you were interested, because you can always drop back down to page, or no, that's about it. Just feel free to toggle between the tiers just at any time moving forward as you're guided, as you need, needs change. So I'm just happy that I can just be here and create this virtual home for you, whenever. Okay? That's about it. That's about it, my loves. I love you forever and ever and always. Have a great week, no matter what. And I'll see you very soon. Toodaloo, darlings. Many blessings upon your heads. Mwah.